Hello and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses, and this week
we have another week on the Mach 1. Yes, it's Mach 1 week, episode 3. Nearly got it wrong. And what are we doing this week? Well, we've got lots of new parts arriving, including the engine. Yes, it's here. So let's start with that. Should we start with that?
Yep, I'll do.
Okay. It's arrived! It's arrived! Let's find out what's inside, shall we? So here it is. Now it does need repainting, so don't be alarmed by that, but it is here. I've got to be careful not to scratch anything or cut anything with the Stanley blade. Ooh, getting close. Look at that! That is a 429 7-litre V8. Oh, it's a piece of art. So you can see the new distributor and the carb and the rocker covers, water pump, new sump. Right, I'm going to go through exactly what's in it so you can see or hear exactly what kind of power it has. So what have we got? Well, around here we have the SFI heavy duty flex plate. That was about $100 from Summit Racing. We've also got these rocker covers. Now these are Mr. Gasket alloy rocker covers. They're about £130 a pair, and these I'm going to get airbrushed with our logo and then some purple and white lightning to match the purple of the car. Okay, we've also got the heads. Now the heads are Dove A heads from a 1970 Mustang and 1970 Ford, and we've got the block, which is a D1VE A block. Compression ratio is 10.65 to 1.
Compression.
Just said that.
It's the pressure.
Compression ratio. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Inside we have a thumper cam, and on the top here we've got a Holley semi-billet 850 carb and an Edelbrock Talker 2 460 inlet manifold, as you can see there, and a Performance Dizzy with MSD leads. So what about power? Well, apparently, obviously it hasn't been dynoed at this stage, but apparently it's running about 350, 360 brake horsepower, but almost 500 pounds-foot of torque. So, it's brilliant. Now next week we have another pallet arriving, and that one has got all sorts on it. It's got a whole new suspension setup, it's got the C6 gearbox with lots of other parts added to that, and lots of little things that I bought to add to our haul. That one is going to be overloaded with parts, so watch out for that one coming. But we've got the engine and I'm really happy, and it looks monstrous and it looks awesome, so I can't wait to get this in the car. Now we've got some other things to show you as well. So first things first is to get these old wheels off. Now thank you Dale for lending me this alloy locking wheel nut removal tool. Saved me buying one. And what we're going to do, I've wound it on already, found the right size, wound it on the locking wheel nut, and I'm just going to try and crack it off now. So let's see if it does its job. Oh. Oh yes, it's moving. Oh. Fantastic. So never fear if you have locking wheel nuts without the locking wheel nut key, because for this tool, and you can get this tool for about £25 I think, sometimes even less actually. However, it's off! Success! Oh, fantastic. Those studs look really small. Now you may be thinking, alright, very good, now how'd you get that out? Well, all you got to do is clamp that in the vise and then use the ratchet to unscrew that again. Right, for now what I'm going to do is put the spare Mazda wheel on, which is the same 5x114.3 fitting, and then we're going to get the new wheels mounted with the new tyres. Very excited. Time for a fitting.
Just to point out, I'm fairly certain that is not a Mazda wheel.
Is it not?
No, I think that's from like, it was bought for a Ford Galaxy or something.
It came from a Mazda garage.
Did it?
Close.
Oh yeah, alright.
I'm sure they're the same fitting anyway, though. Mazdas are the same fitting. 5x114.3.
Well, they've got elongated holes anyway, so I think they're a multi-fit.
And before you ask, no, these are not the wheels that are going on. They're just dummy wheels so the car can roll. So all you do is clamp it in the vise like so, and just unwind. Oh, it needs to be tighter. No.
Still turning. Hang on. Clamp it on the bigger bit.
Which way am I supposed to turn? I forget now.
You want to do it up?
That way. I'll do it up.
Yeah. That's in there well, isn't it?
Yeah. So you put a flat spot in it just so we can clamp it?
Yeah. I'm trying not to damage Dale's bit.
The only issue is getting the nut off afterwards. I was going to break the bench.
It won't come off. So that's what happens when you have to be aggressive getting them off the car. You can't then get it off the thing.
We've even ground
Flats
into the side as well, so...
It's still hot though, maybe that's the issue. Maybe we'll let it cool down.
Okay.
Because it's probably expanded a bit. Get it in there to cool off.
So now there's a flat spot in there, so we can now grip it in the vise, hopefully. Without breaking the vise or the table. Wow,
We have success.
so, wow. I'll do that with 4 of them.
Well, they might not always be as tight as that.
So with the old wheels off and these ones temporarily on, we're now going to move the car backwards so we can get to the other side and take off that completely flat wheel, which is currently up against the wall. Okay, out of respect for the recently lost Chuckle brother, we are changing our routine. Right. To me.
To me. Have you got some steering on?
To me.
I want some steering on.
Oh.
Maybe get in and I'll try.
Oh.
Is the steering lock on?
Steering lock's on.
Oh, I need a key then, don't I?
Right, pause.
Well, because I'll be able to get hold of it then.
Okay.
It's moving. Oh, them bricks were fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, we need more of a turn.
Alright, crack on then. We've got another 15 inches of going backwards. lots of oil in here. Which is a good thing.
Right, look. Ready to steer what keeps turning.
Huh?
Right, let's go forward.
Yeah, let's do it the other way. That flat tyre is a big problem.
It is.
Tell you what, you know what, let's just change it.
That's good, yeah, I'm happy with that, yeah. This little git was our problem, a completely flat tyre.
Against the wall.
Against the wall, yes.
We've just made enough room to...
So, now we've got to try and jack it up.
Need to get with the nuts off first.
Yeah.
Especially that locker.
Okay, it came off. So now we have 4 rolling wheels. So we can move it about quite easily as we've done. And then next, I am off to get the new tyres put on the new wheels. So we can compare the old with the new. So, here are the tyres. Now these are fitted on nicely, the 295s. Now because of the size of the wheel and the weight of the wheel, you need 125 grams of weight on there. But it's on and they're done and they look bloody awesome. So there we have it. It does slightly stick out. I don't know if I can get away with that. The tread obviously is slightly showing. It might be getting awayable, but if not, I'll just roll the edge of those arches out. That'll be fine. However, they look monstrous on the back there. So if we look across to the size of that monster in comparison to the original one. I say original, the original aftermarket one. There's a little bit better. Definitely monsters. Really pleased with them. From the front here, they do stick out, but they look awesome. I'll course they're not the right wheel nuts on there, but as long as they can hold them in place for now. And these are the spare wheels and not the ones I'm getting painted. Yeah, they're monstrous. So what did we go for on the wheels and tyres in the end? Well, I went for a Gojo modular steel wheel, 15 by 8 on the front and 15 by 10 on the back. Now they've got a nice deep dish, and these were a bargain. I bought actually a set of 4 of the 15 by 8s and a set of 4 of the 15 by 10 because it was cheaper, and altogether it worked out at something like £460 for 8 wheels. That is a bargain. Now I love the way these look, and these are going to be in dark metallic bronze to contrast with the body dark metallic purple with a little gold or bronzy highlights and stuff on the stripes and things. But anyway, can't wait to get them rolling on the road. Now tyre wise, I went for a Vittor Galaxy GT R1s. Now I've got 235 60/15s on the front and 295 50/15s on the back, and they look monstrous. However, tyres are a little bit limited when it comes to this size on this size wheel, but I've done quite a bit of research and these come out with some really good reviews, so let's hope so. They feel very rubbery. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. They feel very spongy and a bit sticky, and they've got some fantastic grooves in them, so I'm hoping they will hold the road really well. We'll see. The price of the tyres came in at about £900. Now the reason why is I bought 6. I bought 3 of the fronts and 3 of the rears because I don't want to have to try and get them from Northants Tyres, where these came from, in Aldershot at short notice. So I've always got a spare rear and I've always got a spare front, and I just can't wait to get these rolling on the road. I really can't. Of course, once the engine's in and the gearbox is in and the gear shifter's sorted and the body's painted and the body's all finished and done and interior's done and the seats are done. So much to do, but it's very exciting. Okay, it's really hard to tell, but these are monstrous. They are huge, and there's loads of space on the inside here, loads, but they are massive monsters. The camera just doesn't pick it up. They are huge. Love it. Now we've also got the new seats. Now I've gone for a pair of Alcantara BB6 recliner bucket seats for the front and some BB1 bucket seats in Alcantara for the back. So we're having 2 bucket seats at the back and the 2 recliner seats at the front, and 3-point race harnesses. So here are some pictures that I took of the seats coming up with me and my son sitting in them. Now I bought those seats from eBay. Now the BB6 recliners were £375 a pair, and that included the runners as well, and the rear seats were £230 a pair, also including the runners. So I think I've got a bit of a bargain there. Really pleased with it. Whilst fitting the wheels, this has arrived. My parcel from Australia. Unfortunately, the post office lost it for 6 days. Well, they didn't lose it, it's just sitting on the shelf. Until I rang up and went, oh yeah, it's still sitting here. But anyway, it's here. Let me show you what it is. Oh, it's well wrapped. Yeah, I think I need a knife. So, after getting through 9 layers of bubble wrap, you can't say it wasn't wrapped properly. Here it is. What is it, I hear you ask? It is a B&M Quick Shift. And I've gone for one of those. Which one do you think it is? Well, let's find out. So inside my box, which cost me 417 Australian dollars because it came from Australia, which is equivalent of 230 UK pounds. Postage was 60 UK pounds or 115, 112 Australian dollars, something like that. So yes, for the sum of 290 pounds delivered, this is what I've got. Now you do get this, the bit that you stick it in to put in the transmission tunnel. Not sure if we'll use that yet. And you also get the cover. Now let's have a look in here. This is the cover that it goes in, the chromy looking cover, or plasticky chrome. Right. Thanks. There we go. Look at that. That's nice and shiny. It is plastic, but it's very nicely done. I like that. And that will sit, of course, on top of there. Nice. Or the other way around, actually. That way. I like that. Okay. What else have we got in here? Cabling. Always good.
There you go, nice.
I know, but it's more fun in ripping stuff open. Yep, one cable. Red. For those that are colourblind amongst us. Malcolm? That's red. Red. Okay, the rubber bit that the shifter goes into, that sits in there as well. You get the mechanics to bolt it all in. And the main bit itself. Now this obviously comes with the shifter handle. What I need is a Stanley blade. Oh, look at that. Very nice indeed. Look at that. That's lovely. Okay. I'll play with that later. You also get a bag of bolts and a couple of electronic bits. And the knob. So, which one did I go for? Have you guessed yet?
You just said knob, so I'll give you away.
Okay. Yes, it's this one in the middle, the Quicksilver one. You also get, which I saw around here somewhere. Where's it gone? There it is. A little light which goes inside with the wiring, and the Quicksilver see-through plastic bit to go in the top of that as well. So very nice indeed. Again, that's plastic, but this obviously isn't. That's metal. So we've got that. Fantastic. I keep saying that a lot. It's because it's all fantastic. I'm very fantasticized. Okay, turn off. A couple of days ago I also had a parcel arrive from America. Can you guess what it is? It is my spoiler. However, there's an issue. The spoiler is made of fiberglass and I bought it from eBay. From a reputable company though, in America, with superb feedback. However, when it arrived, it was clearly not packaged very well or not transported very well. Because, is it this end? Yes, I shall show you. Inside all this wrapping, look, you see there? It's cracked. The fiberglass is cracked all the way around. It's not too bad on this side and it can be repaired, but it certainly wasn't packaged very well. Now it pays to complain. I took a load of photographs of this and I sent off to the company explaining what it was like. They, after a couple of days, didn't reply to me. They just asked eBay to step in and solve it for them. And eBay looked at the photos and gave me a full refund of the cost of the spoiler, the import charges and the postage. And I still get this. Unfortunately, I have to pay now to get it fixed, and it has to be done properly. So, another job we have to do that I didn't want to have to do. What an inconvenience. But at least I've got a spoiler, eh? Half of one. Oh, it did come with all the fixings and whatnot and the pillars as well. So that will be done once it's been painted and repainted along with the body. Well, the brakes have arrived. As you can see here, we've got some pads and some discs. Now I've gone for the sports kit from EBC, and I'll show you what the discs look like. The pads I've gone for red stuff pads. Now the reason why I've gone for these over the yellow stuff is that they still are great on performance, but they're very little dust, and that's what I want. I don't want lots and lots of brake dust. So got those. EBC. Now the best thing about EBC is that they're made in the UK. The UK actually makes something that works. However, having said that, I have heard people have had bad experiences with EBC brakes warping. I myself have had EBC brakes quite a lot in the past on different cars, and I've never had that problem. So hopefully I won't get it this time. But these are mammoth. If I can get one out, you'll see what I mean. Now, of course, these are only the front brakes. And the rear brakes are coming soon. Right. Look at the size of that. That is a piece of beauty. It's art, that's what it is, art. That is going to look awesome on the front of that Mustang. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Motors for the Masses. Please tune in next time when we'll be back on the bike build. And it's rebuild time, as well as painting the engine, painting the wheels, and painting the forks as well. Yes, so please tune in for that. Now don't forget, coming up is our logo competition winner video, so stay tuned for that. And also don't forget, we have our giveaway still running on the other video, so pop along and enter that. And until next time, please ride and drive carefully,
but have fun.
Bye.